Good morning, sixth grade. So this video is for Tuesday, May 19th. I actually thought you guys had NWEA testing today. I mixed that up. You don't. Your testing starts tomorrow on Wednesday, and then you have testing again on Friday, and then again the following Tuesday. So I'm gonna go over a PowerPoint really quick, and then you guys have an assignment on Pearson to do. Called We're Not in Kansas Anymore. I think it's about tornadoes. The PowerPoint I'm actually going to show you is about hurricanes. You're going to do a virtual lab on Thursday. I'm going to do it with you guys through Zoom. So make sure you guys come join. If you don't, make sure you watch my instructional video because I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So you only have 3 assignments this week because of NWEA testing, and make sure you guys get them done. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm not going to show you guys the schedule because clearly I messed it up and I didn't fix it. So defense against hurricanes. So this is something pretty popular for us since we live in Florida. As you guys get older, I'm sure you guys will learn more about how to deal with hurricanes and how to prepare for them. How does climate affect hurricanes? CO2, which is carbon dioxide, and other heat-trapping gases have warmed the land and oceans, increasing evaporation. The world's oceans have absorbed 20 times more heat over the past half century. Half century is 50 years. There is a website that you guys can go to about that. I didn't click it. And then, so you guys should be thinking about, why have the oceans absorbed more heat over the past half century? So where do hurricanes form and why? The scientific term is tropical cyclone. Other names are given depending on where you are in the world, such as typhoons, cyclones, or hurricanes. So we call them hurricanes. Hurricanes form over warm water at least 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is why, and it would make sense that hurricane season is in the summer. Okay, so, and hurricane season starts June 1st and it ends November 30th. And when I was your age, I think it used to end like October 31st. They changed it because hurricanes kept coming. Probably because of global warming. Anyways, wind passes over the ocean surface, causing water to evaporate and rise, forming cumulus clouds. Yeah, sorry, but I didn't know how to say it. 4 stages of a hurricane. So a tropical disturbance, which is a cluster of thunderstorms, a tropical depression, which is winds in the storm cloud column spin in a circular motion, reaching speeds between 25 to 38 miles per hour. Then there's a tropical storm. That's the next step up. Winds spin around the eye of the storm, which is the low pressure cell, in a circular motion due to the Coriolis effect between 39 and 73 miles per hour. This is when the storm gets named. So a storm doesn't get named until it becomes a tropical storm. But then if it once it dwindles down, like let's say Hurricane Dorian, for example, then it gets named at tropical storm. It's called Hurricane Dorian until it starts to fizzle out. Then it goes down to Tropical Storm Dorian, then it's Tropical Depression Dorian, then it's a tropical disturbance. So it starts with tropical disturbance and then, so it kind of cycles through it. It goes tropical disturbance, tropical depression, tropical storm, hurricane, and then it cycles back down as the hurricane dies out. And then the hurricane, AKA a tropical cyclone, sustains winds over 74 miles per hour, 50,000 feet high, and 125 miles wide. So, but they do get bigger than that because sometimes this was a picture. Actually, I think this was just a picture, but it could have been any of the hurricanes. I didn't I didn't like pick a specific hurricane for this one. I just liked it because it was showing a hurricane near Florida. But sometimes the hurricanes they could definitely get bigger than that. So then there's categories of a hurricane. You have a category 1 hurricane, which is 74 to 95 miles per hour. The damage is minimal, but there's still damage. You still need to like put your shutters up. Category 2 is winds are 96 to 110 miles per hour. The damage is moderate. Category 3, the winds are 111 miles per hour to 130 miles per hour. The damage is extensive. Category 4, the winds are 131 miles per hour to 155 miles per hour. The damage is extreme. And then category 5, it's over 155 miles per hour, and the damage is catastrophic, meaning like it destroys houses, people die. But like that also happens in category 3 and 4, because at category 3, it's considered a major hurricane. Hurricanes, a dangerous triple threat. So there's 3 big threats that come with hurricanes: high winds, storm surge, and flash flooding. This is a picture of Dorian. That's Dorian spinning right there over the Bahamas. That was our hurricane that we had this year. So danger from wind. Hurricanes, winds can collapse buildings and homes. Debris such as branches, signs, and scrap metals become missiles, meaning the things just come across and the wind makes it start flying around. And then the trees can be uprooted and moved at high speeds. Actually, it was from Hurricane Irma. There was a tree that was like in the middle of the street in my neighborhood after Hurricane Irma. It was totally crazy. What is a storm surge? Storm surge is an abnormal rise of water generated by a tropical cyclone above the normal tide. Occurs around 15 feet or more above sea level. Strong winds from the storm pass over the ocean surface, pushing water onto the shore. And the coastal regions are the highest risk for storm surges. Coastal regions would be like where the beach is. Flash floods. Flash floods occur in creeks, streams, and urban areas within hours of rainfall. Streets become rivers and underpasses become death traps. People tend to underestimate the depth of the water and the speed of its movement. Flash flooding was the leading cause of death during hurricanes from 1970 to 1999. Staying safe during a flash flood. Move to high ground. Do not play in the flood water. Never drive through moving water, no matter how shallow it looks, because you never know how deep it really is. Flash flood warnings are issued when flooding is occurring or imminent. So over the last 2 or 3 days, my weather app kept giving me flash flood warnings because of the weather that we had. Actually, today's weather was totally crazy. I got soaked packing up the turtle tank and bringing it out, like dripping, drenched sweat, soggy sneakers and everything. It was crazy. Hurricane preparation. Hurricane watch. So when we go into hurricane watch, you should start preparing before there's a hurricane watch. Like you have certain food items that you like have, and you have flashlights and stuff, so you're not running around like crazy person trying to get all that stuff. But you really need to start preparing during hurricane watch. So when there's a hurricane watch, the weather conditions are favorable for a hurricane. A hurricane watch usually means that we're going to get the hurricane within 72 hours, which is 3 days. Action step is to prepare your home and review your evacuation plan if you have to evacuate. So like if you lived on the beach, that you normally have to evacuate from the beach. Make sure you have supplies in case a hurricane warning is issued. Or in this case, this is showing the path of Hurricane Irma. Hurricane Irma went right over the Keys, and the people in the Keys had to evacuate. Some people stayed because, you know, that's where they live and it's their home, and like, oh, we can't just abandon our home and whatever, but it's really dangerous to stay if they're telling you to evacuate, because then they're not going to send rescue crews to come help you until it's safe for the rescue crews to go out. And a hurricane warning. A hurricane is imminent. Action step is to complete preparations and move to a safe location, evacuating if necessary. And this is our last slide. El Niño's effect on hurricanes. There is an increase in tropical cyclones during an El Niño phase. El Niño causes westerly winds to be stronger and enhances hurricane activity. And that was it. Like I said, it was done. So make sure you guys do your interactive activity on Pearson, and on Zoom today, we're going to be having a guest speaker, my friend who did the interview for yesterday's video is going to be coming onto our Zoom session, so you guys can actually talk to her and ask her questions. So, all right, I'll see you guys on Zoom at 11. Bye.